Hi, this is Video Game Hour Live at South by Southwest, here with the publisher of Ape Out. So, tell me a little bit about what your game is about.
So you're an ape, and you're trying to get out.
Got it.
No, in terms of story and concept, it's pretty simple. It's just a game. You take a simple concept, but just making it fun to play, something you can really easily pick up, but that is deep enough that you want to keep going back to it, keep playing it.
All right, and I don't know about you, but this has a little bit of tones of dealing with like being inspired by Harambe. Is that true?
No, not at all. It was. You'd be surprised how often we get that. It was actually made like when it started to go into development before, like years before that even happened. It took about 3 years to get to this point. So it's just, that's all timing.
Got it. And what are some of the inspirations that did go into this? That sort of in terms of game mechanics, the art style, the sound, anything like that?
So the game is developed by one guy, Gabe Cazillo. He was a student at NYU, and I think the big thing he wanted to try and do was to use his limitations to his advantage. Very few colors, kind of a simple design. How can I make that interesting? So that's where the sort of design and how the game looks kind of came from, and then really just going solid on the mechanics and simple but fun mechanics. So it's really completely spawned out of limitations. And he was really into music too, so he wanted the soundtrack to really kind of almost take a front seat to the whole experience.
Of course, and I've played this game a little bit, and I do like the simplicity, but I do have a question. Are there going to be other mechanics potentially added into this game? Like, I'm not saying that it needs it, but are there any plans to add more content to the game?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like what we have here is just a playable trailer to give you a little bit of a taste of different enemy types and things like that. But there'll be other more scripted elements, I guess you could call them, because it's not really a story-driven game. But there'll be things like that, different things introduced into the game, different ways to play it, and how you deal with the enemies is also a big part of it too. Whether you go around and you're the kind of player that just wants to do a speed run, you're going for time, or you want to use like human shields, use the bomb guys as bombs, being able to use doors as big shields, different things like that. There'll be a lot of little things kind of added on, as well as a huge difficulty ramp towards the end of the game.
Awesome. And what platforms is this available on?
It'll be PC for sure, probably console, but we're still working out the details of all of that.
Awesome. And when is this planned to come out?
So the full game will be out later in the summertime, but what we've got right here, the playable trailer, you can get at apeoutgame.com. You can download it now for free, and it's the best playable trailer for a game that will come out.
All right, awesome. Well, I've been Evan of VGHL. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.